Hey everyone, I'm here with Level Up Aaron, and today we're going to talk about what every senior needs to know in order to stay healthy. Now, when I say healthy, I don't just mean physical health, but mental acuity and well-being too. So let's get into it. No, one is to keep moving, and I can't stress this enough. If you are able-bodied, if you have mobility, if you are not currently experiencing any sort of pain or discomfort from moving, please do your best to keep moving. There's such a huge decline in mobility and range of motion as we age, primarily because our muscles and our bones begin to deteriorate. They become weaker. Our joints also start to deteriorate. We lose that flexibility, that range of motion. But the key thing is that we don't have to lose it. We can slow down that rate of deterioration by keeping active. I know some people might think, but I've always been sedentary, and now all of a sudden you're telling me I need to be active. It doesn't mean that you need to become an Olympian. It doesn't mean that you need to go run a marathon. It just means that you should incorporate low-impact activities into your daily life. That could be walking, that could be swimming, that could be yoga, that could be strength training. Find something that works for you. If you want to walk, find a walking buddy. If you want to swim, maybe look up your local YMCA or your local community pool. If you want to do yoga, there's plenty of resources online, even YouTube videos that you can follow along with at home. And the great thing about yoga is that it combines strengthening with flexibility and balance training all into one. When it comes to strength training, you don't necessarily need weights. You can use your own body weight. You can do things like push-ups against the wall. You can do squats, lunges, planks, crunches, things like that. Incorporate these types of exercises into your daily routine. And if you are limited in your mobility, or you can't get out of the house, or you can't afford to go to a gym or a community center, look up exercise videos online. There's plenty of chair exercises. There is plenty of exercises that you can do from the comfort of your home without spending a dime. But please, please, please keep moving. It's so important to maintain our mobility, especially as we age. The second tip I have for you all is to focus on what you eat. Just as we need to stay active, we also need to watch what we are putting into our bodies. Now, I'm not saying that you need to become a nutritionist or a dietitian or that you need to learn how to cook gourmet meals. What I'm saying is that we should focus on eating foods that are unprocessed or minimally processed. Basically, you want to avoid foods that come in boxes and that have long ingredient lists because more often than not, those types of foods are filled with sugars, unhealthy fats, salts, preservatives. And while they may taste good, they're not doing good things for our bodies. So instead, you want to focus on whole foods. You want to eat fruits, vegetables, lean protein sources, whole grains. These types of foods are going to give you the nutrients that you need while avoiding all of those extra added sugars, salts, and fats. If you worried about your portion sizes or you not really sure how to make sure that you getting the right amount of each food group, you can always reach out to your local nutritionist or dietitian. They can help you come up with a meal plan that works for you, that fits your lifestyle, that fits your budget. But please, please, please focus on what you eat. The way that we eat today will affect the way that we live tomorrow. Tip no. 3 is to make sure that you are staying socially active. This is something that most people don't think about. They think about their physical health, their mental health, but they forget about their social health. Social health is just as important as our physical and mental health. We need to have people around us that support us, that love us, that we can talk to. Humans are social creatures. We are meant to be around other humans. And studies have shown that people who are socially active, who have a strong support system, tend to live longer, healthier lives. So make sure that you stay in touch with your friends and family. Call them, text them, video chat them. If you're able to get out of the house, maybe you can go visit them. Maybe you can go to a park and have a picnic lunch or go to the mall, go shopping, go to a movie. Whatever it is that you enjoy doing, make sure that you're incorporating that into your life. Now, if you're not able to get out of the house, or maybe you do and have anyone nearby, then reach out to your community. Look up your local senior center. They usually have plenty of activities that you can participate in. You can socialize with other seniors. You can play bingo, you can play cards, you can go on field trips. There's just so many different things that you can do. So please make sure that you're staying socially active. The next tip I have for you all is to continue to challenge yourself mentally. Just as we need to stay active physically, we also need to stay active mentally. As we age, we tend to lose muscle mass. That's normal. But did you know that we also lose brain cells? It's true. We lose brain cells as we age. And the rate of that loss accelerates with things like poor diet, lack of sleep, lack of physical activity. But we can slow down that rate of loss by continuing to challenge ourselves mentally. What do I mean by that? Well, you want to continue to learn new things. You want to keep your mind sharp. Do crossword puzzles, Sudoku, play cards, take up a new hobby. Learn a new language, learn to play an instrument, read books. All of these things challenge our brains, and they help us to maintain our cognitive function. And if you're worried that you might have a cognitive impairment, maybe you're forgetting things more often, you're having trouble concentrating or focusing, then please talk to your doctor. It could be that you're experiencing something called mild cognitive impairment, which is a precursor to something like dementia or Alzheimer's disease. Don't wait. Talk to your doctor. See what your options are. There are treatments out there that can help slow down the progression of these diseases. Tip No. 5 is to stay connected to your purpose. Everyone has a purpose in life. Some people might think, I don't have a purpose. I'm just here to work, pay my bills, and then I die. But no, you have a purpose. You have something that drives you, that motivates you, whether you know it or not. Maybe it's spending time with your grandchildren. Maybe it's being a mentor to other people. Maybe it's traveling the world. Whatever it is, write it down. Make sure that you are living according to that purpose. Because when we have a purpose, when we have something that we are working towards, we tend to be healthier. We tend to be happier. So figure out what makes you happy. Figure out what gets you excited. And make sure that you are living according to that purpose. And finally, tip number 6 is to prioritize your sleep. Sleep is so important. Sleep allows our bodies and our minds to rest and recharge. It allows us to heal and recover from the day. When we don't sleep enough or very well, it affects our mood, it affects our concentration and focus, and it affects our overall health. Studies have shown that people who don't get enough sleep are at increased risk for things like heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and even cancer. So make sure that you're prioritizing your sleep. Try to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. And if you're having trouble sleeping, talk to your doctor. There might be an underlying medical condition that is making it difficult for you to sleep. Or maybe you just need to make some modifications to your sleep schedule or your sleep environment. But whatever it is, please talk to your doctor. Don't suffer with insomnia. So I hope that these tips were helpful for all of you. Remember that being healthy doesn't mean that you need to become a nutritionist or a personal trainer. It just means that you need to make small changes to your lifestyle that will add up over time. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Share it with your friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching and take care.